And here we are, since early morning, with all the crew. Work. You're not going to believe this. It's incredible, but true. We're actually ready for tonight, for part 2 of the Rose Tralee 1997. Join us after the main evening news. It'll be terrific. It will.
We believe you, Marty. Thursday's 9 o'clock news is presented now by Una O'Hagan.
New tribunal given the go-ahead by the government after 4-hour cabinet meeting. David Trimble meets British Prime Minister as Sinn Féin talks decision is postponed. Official figures show a surprisingly low level of divorce applications. And 300 new computer jobs are promised for West Dublin. Good evening. As expected, the government has decided to set up a second tribunal following the McCracken report into payments to politicians. No decision was made on the remit of any new inquiry. The government will now begin consultations with the opposition on the terms of reference for the new tribunal. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ray Burke, absented himself from the discussion on the McCracken tribunal at today's 4-hour meeting. The opposition have called for the payment of £30,000 to Mr Burke to be investigated by the tribunal. The Fine Gael leader John Bruton said this evening the government had failed to give any idea of their thinking on the terms of reference of the new inquiry.
As expected, no firm decisions on the terms of reference of any new inquiry were taken at today's meeting. Tomorrow, the government chief whip will contact other party whips to canvass their views on the subject. If necessary, the Taoiseach will meet party leaders. But it is hoped that terms of reference will be formulated in time for the Dáil debate on the McCracken report, which takes place on the 10th and 11th of September.
Well, at the government meeting next week, we will have hope to make some progress with terms of reference. The Taoiseach is extremely anxious that as wide an investigation as possible be undertaken. That is very much his opinion. And as you know, we've agreed to set up a second tribunal now, and we wanted to get underway as quickly as possible without any delay.
The Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ray Burke, absented himself from the discussion of the McCracken report at today's meeting in order to allow what a government spokesman called a full and candid discussion of all the possible issues involved. Both Labour and Democratic Left have called for a payment of £30,000 to Mr Burke for election expenses in 1989 to be included in any new investigation.
Well, as you know, the Minister for Foreign Affairs has made it clear that he's got nothing to hide, and the position there now is that that's Garda inquiries have been going on. Somebody has been asked to sign a statement, which I gather hasn't yet happened. So that's a separate legal matter, which is with the Gardaí. So it wouldn't be appropriate to bring that to a tribunal.
The government has also said it wants the McCracken Tribunal to pursue its appeal of the decision of the courts in the Cayman Islands in relation to the Ansbacher accounts. It also reiterates its commitment to establishing as soon as possible a permanent public ethics commission.
Up to now, we've only heard the preliminary wish list from the various parties about what should be included in any new inquiry. But as consultations between the government and opposition get underway, a clearer picture of what exactly will be covered by the new tribunal should begin to emerge. But given the differences between the various parties at this stage, it's doubtful that all-party agreement will be achieved.